as the walls continue to close in on the Fed. They're fighting to convince people this company isn't already dead. The ratings are slipping. Fans are getting upset. TKO is gonna run this company into the ground until ain't nobody left. Oh, Paul Levesque. Oh, Paul Levesque. The Fed seems to be in shambles now, and nothing is going right. You got all this controversy with CM Punk. Crackdown! Viewership is getting closer and closer to being back under 1 million views. Raw on Netflix ratings? It kind of reminds you of the temperature in Antarctica. Extremely low, and on top of that, the product is ice cold! And unfortunately, it's not surprising anyone. People are becoming bored to death with the same bloodline storyline that's been running literally the past 6 years with little to no changes or adjustments. I guarantee if Jacob Fatu won the tribal combat match, became the tribal chief, and walked around with the Ula Fala, it would have brought new life and interest to this storyline. Instead, WWE just plays it safe, have Roman Reigns win, Jacob Fatu acknowledge Roman Reigns, and it just became something we already seen 3,352,568 times already! People are just over it, and if that wasn't bad enough, the amount of ads we see on Netflix literally kills the momentum of the show completely. You got ads during the show, ads during the entrances, ads during the matches, and ads during the ads! It is impossible to get a good flow on this show without many commercial breaks in between. The last time I checked, Netflix had around 325 million subscribers, y'all. If WWE Raw is doing around 2 million viewers, that equals to roughly 0.62% of potential Netflix subscribers tuning in. I could even put it in reverse for y'all. That's 99.38% of Netflix subscribers do not watch Raw on Netflix. These metrics alone should tell you how horrible this product is. WWE is the only company in the world where the head of creative puts on some of the worst product possible. The company continuously reach record lows, and they renew his contract and extend it like he's doing a good job. Give me a break. I have no idea why this guy still has a job, man. It just makes no sense. He had the perfect opportunity to create something captivating. Raw went to Netflix about 1 or 2 years ago, right? I swore we was gonna get a different product. I just knew it. Instead, Triple H did what the Spurs did last night when they had a 29-point lead and blew it! This is embarrassing, and if you ask me, it's no coming back from it. Karrion Kross had an interview, and he spoke a little bit about how Triple H didn't contact him after he left WWE, and how Triple H might not have as much control as we think he once did. It was interesting, man. I'm going to show y'all this.
It was me on the front lines because I assumed I was going to be speaking with Hunter. I didn't want to disrespect him by saying I'm going to put somebody in front of me. You know what I mean? After I had worked for him, you know, on and off for 5 years.
Yeah.
We've always had a rapport. I saw him every week. I thought that would look odd to him and sort of like a slight if I were just to say, hey, talk to my guy. So
And
it's
you didn't hear from him?
No.
Even in the aftermath?
Nope.
Does that bother you?
It did. It did. But I just try to tell myself that there are things going on that are so strange that might not occur to you that perhaps he's no longer in a position to speak to the talent anymore once they exit. Because I'm not an isolated situation. And it's not at all to throw shade at him at all, but like, I don't think anyone understands the nature of his position. I think everyone just thinks he's just the boss and there's nothing attached to that. I think there's a whole new hierarchy of things above him that he has to answer to, and perhaps maybe he's even told not to contact the talent afterwards.
Really?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. It's all a lot of maybes, right? But it did bother me. I will tell you, it bothered me very, very much.
Wow, TKO is treating Triple H like a store runner. Bro has as much control as a leaf in the midst of I don't know, a tornado. This is crazy, man. He used to be on the top of the food chain. Now it seems like he's not even on the kids menu. I promise you, this whole situation has me thinking of Triple H being like, I don't know, a speed bump in the middle of an empty road. Oh! Why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Because he's just there for nothing. And this disgusting. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Exclusively on BobbyMonsoon.com. Y'all asked for it and it's here. The Why You Say That t-shirt. I want to thank everybody that's copping the merch, that's liking, commenting, subscribing, hyping, everybody in my lives multiple times in the week, all the people in the chat. I want to thank everybody, man. Y'all really helped the channel grow. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. BobbyMonsoon.com. And Why You Say That shirt now. Back to the content. Dynamite started off with Chris Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa continuing their feud, man. This one seems like it's going to be a good one. You know, Chris Jericho fresh off of the Ricochet feud with the Demand beating him up. Every single week, he winds up coming out on top. Chris Jericho won the Stadium Stampede. Then they had the one-on-one match with Ricochet. He got over on that. Tommaso Ciampa comes in after the match, give Chris Jericho a beating, and wants to let the world know that he's better than Chris Jericho. Now, Jericho, he's doing the normal trolling, calling Tommaso Tommy and all of that. Tommaso Ciampa's getting mad, man, and I'm guessing that this is going to lead to a match at Forbidden Door. I think this is going to be fire. I think just like with Ricochet, we might see Tommaso Ciampa going over the first match on Jericho. I'm liking to see Jericho in this position. This might be his last run as a professional wrestler. You never know, man. He's definitely up there in age, man. He put Ricochet over with that feud. He's going to put Tommaso over with his feud. So it's interesting to see where they're going to go with this. Next, you got a backstage segment with the Don Callis family. We got a situation going on. We got my man Kevin Knight, the Jet, looking to add another belt to his resume, the AEW championship belt, man. My man Don Callis trying to put it together, but unfortunately we got Andrade not feeling the OG. The last person that didn't feel the OG direction, his name was Takeshita. He got kicked out the group, and now he's a lone wolf. Andrade, I've been trying to do everything in my power to keep from Andrade to making a left turn, man. He's been doing a little bit too much back talk to my OG. We'll see how this plays out, man. But Andrade, he's not feeling that. He's getting put on the back burner for Kevin Knight. Every time he's turning around, he's asking the OG, man, where's my title shot at? And we ain't got no answers for him right now, man. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops. Next, you got a crazy match with Shane Taylor versus Jon Moxley. They've been kind of going back and forth. This started on Collision. They had to run a quick fade, man. Jon Moxley wound up winning. Shane Taylor wound up tapping out. But you got Shane Taylor Promotions come in, and they straight beat the Death Riders up. Where was Claudio Castagnoli at? Where was Willa Yuta at, man? The Death Riders was missing some of their muscle, but bro, they got Shane Taylor Promotions put a beating on Marina Shafir. Bro knocked out Jon Moxley. The chick put a kendo stick to Marina Shafir leg or some part of her body, man. It was kind of fire, man. It's good to see Shane Taylor Promotions. Usually they're on Ring of Honor or on Collision. Tony Khan is looking to bring them up on a card. This is what I like about Forbidden Door season, y'all. They giving other people chances. Like we'll talk about a little bit later on. Maya World, another Ring of Honor person that's getting put in the spotlight, that's getting put on Dynamite, actually put in the Owen and actually advance. We might as well talk about it while we on it. Maya World advances in the Owen and the upset beating Sky Blue. Crazy, man. This is one thing I like about Forbidden Door season, man. You got New Japan Pro Wrestling, you got CMLL, you got Stardom, you got these not underground, but indie promotions, even Ring of Honor. You got indie promotions that get to have a certain spotlight on the main roster or the main, whatever you want to call it. So I kind of like that, man. So speaking of the women's Owen, you got the final four in the women's Owen being Hazuki, Mercedes Moné, and Athena and Maya World. I think it's inevitable that Mercedes Moné and Athena is going to be facing each other at Forbidden Door. This should be a fire match. They got a lot of history with each other. They were tag team partners in the women's tag team tournament, so this should be interesting. Now, as my man Kevin Knight was on the mic swagging, man, we got a surprise guest from Darby Allin. Off a vacation, fresh off trying to hurt something, man. Took a skateboard to Kevin Knight's back. And man, this seems like this is going to be Kevin Knight's next feud he's going into. This is going to be fire, man. Darby Allin, we miss Darby Allin. Even though it's only been a few weeks since Double or Nothing, man, Darby Allin just brings a certain energy to the AEW program. And you never know what's going to happen when Darby Allin steps foot. The only thing is you dealing with Kevin Knight now. Kevin Knight done unlocked a certain character I don't think Darby Allin gonna want to run into, if you ask me, man. This should be a fire feud, man. Next, you got Mark Briscoe going over Pack of the Death Riders, man. But before the match, dog, you had Mark Briscoe and Tony Khan talking right in Gorilla before the match, and it comes to find out we knew what they was talking about now. After the match, he cuts a promo on MJF. He lets MJF know, man, I need a direct path. I got a direct path to the title shot for the Triple B. MJF is shrugging him off, saying he don't deserve it. Now he talked to Tony Khan, and the stipulation they put together is at Forbidden Door. I think it's a 6-on-6 match, right? You got MJF, and he already let it be known he had a briefcase sent to the Don Callis family. So MJF is going to hire the Don Callis family. We don't know who or what, but they're going to be on his side, and on the other side, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Mark Briscoe and the conglomerate in a steel cage match. This is fire, especially with MJF injury, man. We got an update on his injury. He was in a cold plunge.
Very recently, I have hurt my left knee. I hyperextended it in a match against Roosh, who is a bad person. I think we can all agree on that. And honestly, the Nordic Wave... This match happened on Wednesday. It is now, I believe, Tuesday. And my inflammation in my knee has drastically gone down. Obviously, there's still a shit ton of inflammation and pain. But being honest with myself, without this cold plunge, I do believe it would have took me a lot longer to start feeling like myself. And honestly, I think Nordic Wave is going to be a big part of ensuring that I don't have to take any time off, which is imperative for both my career and frankly, the company of All Elite Wrestling.
And it's looking like MJF is going to be cool. And I think a 6-on-6 tag match, it could help protect MJF. We don't have to roll the dice and have him do any crazy spots and risk his knee or anything else being furthermore injured. You know what I mean? So I think a 6-on-6 cage match is more than fine, man. You know, we got Redemption, which looking like it could be MJF versus Kenny Omega. After that, we're going to have All In, MJF versus Will Ospreay, hopefully. I know a lot of y'all think it's Kenny Omega versus MJF, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. You had a match with Andrade and Orange Cassidy. This was basically a fun match. Good work by these two, man. They had a spot with Lio Rush. It's fine. It's fine. Yo, Lio Rush, this character is getting over more and more and more. He took the selfie with Andrade. He took a selfie with Orange Cassidy and Andrade, which was just hilarious. And man, Lio Rush, this is exactly how I want to see Lio Rush be booked, man. He doesn't always need to be in the match. He doesn't need to be at the top of the card. He doesn't need a title. He just needs certain moments to be interjected in that just make the whole thing fun, dog. Now, I do want to see him get more serious. Like, remember I said this on my live. Remember how Mankind used to have the mandible claw, or Mankind, he'd get beat up all the time, but you would have them handful of times I should say, that Mankind will really get over on you. I want to see Lio Rush get a little bit more serious at some point. As of right now, he's doing a perfect job with this gimmick, man. Now, it was announced that Zack Sabre Jr. will be fighting Kenny Omega at Forbidden Door. A lot of people are letting me know this is going to be an automatic classic. I think so too, man. I like what Zack Sabre did last year at Forbidden Door. So him versus Kenny Omega, I think that's going to be fire at Forbidden Door, man. Forbidden Door just seems like another promising pay-per-view that's going to be stacked June 28th. Last but not least, Swerve Strickland. Brody King in a straight dog fight for the winner to advance to get to the finals of the Owen. Brody King was busted open, man. He tried everything, but it just wasn't enough, man. Prince Nana with the shenanigans hit Brody King. Swerve House hit the vertebraker. It's over, man. 1, 2, 3. Swerve Strickland advance in the finals of the Owen. You got Swerve Strickland versus Will Ospreay. Now, the general consensus is Will Ospreay's going to be winning the Owen, right? The general consensus is Will Ospreay is going to be going to All In to get a shot at the AEW championship finally in front of his hometown. The only one thing is Tony Khan is known to throw the curveballs, bro. So we always got to give a certain percentage to say, man, who knows what's going to happen, man? Is the Death Riders going to turn on Will Ospreay, cost him the match? Is Swerve going to go to the next level of sickness and straight try to rip Will Ospreay neck off his shoulders to be able to be the winner of the Owen? Man, Swerve been wanting power. He been obsessed with power. He needs the power. So we're going to see what's going to happen, man. If he wins that Owen, he'll be that much closer to getting what he wants. And to see Swerve get this close and not get it, I don't know. It's going to be interesting, man. I don't know who y'all got. Like I said, man, I'm forced to pick Swerve, as y'all know, so I got Swerve winning the Owen. But let me know in the comments what y'all think, though, man. Forbidden Door is looking like it's going to be a promising event. It's looking like it's going to be a fire event, man. Let me know what you think about Paul Levesque and all the shenanigans going on. How long can this guy keep his job, hold on to his job, dog? Ratings down, viewership down, controversy with your biggest stars on your roster. What are you gonna do? Crackdown is 3 hours, but it's going to 2 in a few weeks. That's literally the only thing good happening in the Fed. You got the mass versus mass match, and then you got Crackdown going back to 2 hours. I can't think of anything else worth talking about with the Fed. But let me know what y'all think about that. It's Bobby Monsoon. 215, like, comment, subscribe. Blah!